Okay, so you're in the room now. You've gone through the holding pen. You've witnessed uh, the folks with full bladders. You've seen that odd race to the men's room afterwards. You're set up. You're ready to go. One of the things the lab techs are going to ask you right away is what's your favorite music, because they're going to want to pump your music in. Be careful here. You don't want to associate good music with songs you typically would like that you would have this memory associated with. Not all bad. Really take my word for it. This does not hurt. As a guy who's been through the better part of 100 treatments for radiation, there's no pain involved. It's an awkward feeling. It's definitely a bizarre experience having this giant KitchenAid-like device whipping around your body. But once you're on the table, the lab techs are going to be moving you just ever so slightly to get the triangulation right for the radiation. They'll also be, from afar, from other rooms, lowering and raising the table, for the same reason, to get your body where it's supposed to be for the treatment. So the music's going, your body's finally on, the machines are starting to whirl around you, and the lab techs are part of the team of radiation, your radiation team, right? And this is good, maybe a minute to talk about the different teams on your team, right? So you have the sort of the head of your team, the oncologist, and then here in this instance you'll be dealing with a radiation oncologist, and that staff, the nursing staff, the lab techs, the nutritionists, the social workers, everyone stays in their lane, but it's a lot to coordinate, and from a patient's perspective, it can be overwhelming. So rely on the help, rely on the tertiary folks, and the oncologists themselves are obviously calling the shots and developing your plan with you, but really take advantage of the other things that are there to be offered, especially with the nurses, the social workers, the nutritionists. That stuff is really helpful and important, and you need that help. Whenever someone offers their help, you definitely want to take it. So let's talk a little bit about what side effects that come from radiation. They're de minimis. Really, in my experience, I had a little bit of rash on the skin, but not too bad. I did develop a case of something called pneumonitis, which is like a little bit of a cough in my lung, which lasted a couple weeks, but was, we think was the course of steroids gone, and that was about it. Not a bad treatment of the three main things: surgery, chemo, and radiation. This one is, I found it the easiest of the three, if you can call it that. But one thing I tried to do was to get T-shirts made up for my teams. That didn't go over very well. Couldn't think of a name for them either, or at least not a name I can say on this podcast. So that'll get us to wrapping up and how long each session should take, and we'll tackle that on the next video.